With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. Wright's got it. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 57 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. And a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on first down. And some space here. Now inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In motion comes the tight end left. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And some room to work. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Connor, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jackson now. He'll hit Mostert again here. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson will throw again. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They'll try it now with Mostert. Able to power through. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Richardson looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. A check down here for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. The Ravens at 13-2 on the year. And they coming on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Connor. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Richardson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Counter. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Here's Richardson to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before the half. Richardson. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Richardson. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Richardson working from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got the first down and more. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Now Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Connor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Richardson. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's got some space here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Richardson off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Richardson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And this is caught. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And that is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Here's Richardson, throwing to start the drive. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, some strong running. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news now. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Richardson flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw. Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. To throw is Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 33 yards that time. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Throwing is Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson now. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing it in the...
That's caught at the 25.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tucker with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jackson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Richardson to throw off play action. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Charles, a lot of happy